Alright, I am here with a random Third Age Reforged replay that I had in my saved files. It's a 2v2v2v2, so 4 teams of 2. I'm teaming up with Master Blaster, and we were using Rohan and Khand. I basically wanted to do this to these dwarves over here. Like, I'll pause it so I can actually get over here. It was the dwarves and Mirkwood over here. Somewhere there's a line of dwarves. Swear to God. Was it elves? I don't remember this one very much, but I know somewhere there's like an army of fucking Khazad-dûm, that's right. Then there's spears and Mumakil over here. What do we got over here? We got Mordor. I forget how many people are in this battle. Oh, there's Revan with his fucking Linden. And clearly we're infantry outmatched, but the battle takes place right off the bat with me lining my Hwachas up right in the front. These things are like just basically machine guns of death, but explosives. Nothing really happens for the first few minutes, so I'll probably zoom through this after these fuckers start shooting again. Rohan does send up his guys, but realizes they're gonna be in like my range, so they run away real fast before they get shot. Because these things do a lot of friendly fire damage. He basically just kind of holds on my flank over here for a while and fucks with these guys over here a little bit, and then just to kind of keep their infantry back. But then he heads over here and actually does some stuff for me. Wait, no, we split up. That's right. He goes after the elves, and I go for the dwarves. Now it's coming back to me. It's like about half a year ago I did this battle. I figured I'd have better luck with my Hwachas against all these guys, seeing how, you know, dwarves just stand there and take it. But while we wait for something to happen, I will zoom through a bit. No major battles happen yet, as you can see. There's still a huge distance between everybody. I have to reline my entire line to face this army while he faces this army on this side. After a while, you know, we get in position, and then we start blasting the hell out of some dwarves, because why not? Have my little bowmen mixed in with my really weak infantry over here. My horse archers to kind of pick off whatever comes at me. These guys are pretty good, but my real guys are actually these ones. These fucking windblades are like my favorite cavalry. Double swords? Yeah, they do. He basically uses his whole army as like a distraction on everybody on that side of the map the whole round, while I just sit here and pick off as many dwarves and Harad people as I can. Looks like that's about to start. Relining my troops, put my bows up in front. And now the battle has been started. Death coming. They can't stop it. Now, if I had moved them closer, I probably would have got a lot better results from this. But at the same time, I was focusing also on my ally over here, who was doing a quick full charge on Bacon Fish over here, who was trying to reform at the same time. Because they have Mordor and Linden coming in from behind over here. Harad realizes on this flank over here that they're not coming for them. So it ends up in a pretty big battle royale type situation. Times to it while I go watch to see the destruction over here. Not sure. I'm thinking I'm moving up my Hawacha, actually. Yeah, still shooting with it. I think I moved one over so I can get a better angle on them. And try to save a little bit of ammo to make them think that I was all out. Because obviously the balance of power was not in our favor in the slightest bit, being 4 teams. And them having like the best infantry in the game. The shield wall is evil looking. Can't even see the line behind it because they're the same size. Looks like we have some lines closing in here. Fucking archers. Oh, they're all fighting, doing a little quick skirmish here before these guys pull in. Lyndon's already caught up. See, I didn't get a good chance during this battle to actually look on this side of the map much, so I don't really know what happened over here. I know that eventually we all meet in the middle, in like this area, and it's just like a bloodbath. People die and try to fucking take out everybody else, or help one other person win due to them losing from someone, or... Then we have Rohan closing in on the side here, trying to get some good charges in. Mahawacha is slowly moving. These guys, I think that's his general probably. Still firing, yeah. Still trying to shoot him over here while I move these to get this one over here so I can move it up and actually fire on from another flank. Master Blaster went full cav on this one, which was... In the beginning, I was really upset about it because I was on his team and he actually did that, and that's usually not helpful as a team unless you're like prepared to bring all infantry to cover for that. But we got the battle drawn in over here. Catapult's still firing, but not very effective. And then we have the horde coming in. Straight chaos everywhere. Flanking with everything they got. Pull these guys through here, probably attack right through the middle there. Try to spread them out as far as they can. Best possible situation for Mordor, but with Linden right there. We got Cav charge over here. Looks like these move kill our Oh, yep, yeah, he was trying to target the Mumas, so that way we wouldn't have to deal with those. Although, when you're dealing with Muma kill, you'd probably rather take javelins than horse archers. Pretty much you don't want to go up against these things with anything other than javelins, but they will die given enough time. So yeah, this is like the main battle. Lorien is barely hanging on. Linden is definitely pushing back. While Mordor is just kind of overwhelming him on that front. They are working together fairly well, though. I need to see how these Mumu kill are doing. Did we kill some? No, we did not. Oh shit. Was that fucking Rohan's general? I'm pretty sure that was a general over here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure from right here. Trolls kill Cav. They can catch up to him so fast. Look at him run. Anyway, back to my side. I think I set up the Huacha. And I just don't have it firing yet. These guys are routing us, so I don't know what they're doing. This is kind of a battle of me just kind of waiting it out for my ally to kind of find the right place for us to attack. But over here it's just hell. Like Murrow and Baked Fish were just trying so hard to fight them. Fuzzy Banjo and Revan. Like, they're winning on certain parts, but just not enough troops. They got like nothing in reserve that can actually hold back once these guys get forward. At this point, half of the enemy men are dead, so like 3 teams are almost depleted. Not in total, but okay, that was the elf general that time. Yeah, Harad pretty much took the front for the Rohan fight. While I'm still over here, just kind of holding strong in this face of these evil ass dwarves and Khan new boxing it up in this middle part here. I really hate the new box. They got fucking stakes and everything. They went all out on that one. I think that's why I wanted to shoot them with my Hawachas so much. Because they were just standing there taking it. Also, arrows barely do anything to like the Khazad-dûm infantry if they have shields. The pikes, however, will be decimated very quickly. Let's see how this battle's doing. Oh shit. It's like pushing back. Very nice, Morale. They managed to hold them back. Wow, even losing both their generals, I think. try to hold up the last defense right here around this catapult. But this is where the game gets interesting, and we move in for another round of charges over here, trying to pick off some more of them. But they also have an opening to come in from the side now, after they finish up that enemy. So this ends up being a three-way battle instead of just two armies versus two armies the whole time. It just becomes a giant mosh pit right around here in the middle. And I still have a full force due to just sitting here waiting it out, trying to play the patient game, which is kind of difficult to do in one of these, because really you don't want to just sit there. It's really boring. That's why I feel like this guy should have moved up or something, because I really have nothing that could have stopped him from charging me. If he would have just sent all of his guys up, he could have slaughtered every one of my infantry, and my cavalry wouldn't have been able to stop it. Because dwarves and cavalry, they're just not the best matchup. Oh, did we finally kill all these things? No, there's still two left. I continue to go for charges. They really have no defense back here besides the trollmen and the moonkill. Like, he has all of his spearmen on this side. I'm not really sure why he has no spearmen over here to stop these charges. Let's see how we're doing over here in this last stand. Looks like Murrow and Baconfish are victorious on this end. Oh yeah. Just charge right into him with them horns. And they are done. Mordor and Linden have fallen. And with a few troops, they will still be a huge game changer, despite the fact that they have little to nothing left. Now, we decide to surround this guy, because he's got all the cav in the world and can keep him busy as long as he wants, while Stuart Balrog decided to make a quick charge out for some reason with some demons of the desert and some champions. I guess he was trying to get his person to stop boxing up and force him into a situation where he had to push up into the fight. But unfortunately, it doesn't work as well as he would have hoped. He just kind of boxes up more a little bit. And I just kind of let them come in and attack here, because this is just straight up fodder. I don't care in the slightest bit about my infantry in this match. And that was an out of ammo Hawacha. Same with that one. But now my wind blades are, these guys right here are going to be a huge impact on this game. These guys are here to take the line, and just so my archers have time to fire on their better troops, and the cav can get charges in. Some wind riders. We We got Master Blaster charging in the background too. They've finally broken formation, but not together, which was their main downfall. If they would have charged in together, they could have spared so many deaths. I even send these guys out just to block them. It's a little bit more. Over here, we have Lothlorien and Mirkwood coming in from the side. They're gonna sneak up and jump into the fray. I think at some point we made a deal where we're just gonna try to kill these guys, and they were just gonna gun them down. But I don't believe Master Blaster got that message, to be honest, because he still charged them. But they were technically our enemies, so I could only do so much to help on that one. Yeah, I did have another Windblade. I knew I had 2 of them. I always go with at least 2. But this is where the real battle happens, right here. We still have like no % of winning, but they do manage to break through to my bowman, which is the downside. But those are also very weak bowmen, and I saw these guys coming in from the side, so I wasn't exactly worried. I knew what the plan was. Oh, these guys going after my Windblades. Trying anyway. And this is why I love them. They kill like so many. Went from like 30 something to like 17 in a charge. I only lost like 3. Now the dwarves are finally pushing forward, but most of Harad has already been pushed into the battle. So I don't really see that being an effective teamwork like strategy at all. It's more like they were not communicating, or one of them was just AFK, or just didn't care, honestly. He could have been better off if he had somebody that was going to work at the same time as him, because he's sending all of his infantry here and he's still not even joining the battle. If they would have charged at the exact same time, my army would have been decimated. At this point, I'm basically getting run down infantry-wise. They've annihilated everything of mine. But at the same time, most of mine ran away and were not killed. Oh, well, there goes the Harad general. Another charge. See, does nothing to dwarves, really. But massive damage to my guys. And this is where my micro fails me a bit. I forgot to take them out of the battle. So they got taken out, or at least started routing and broke. But they do come back, I believe. Then I got my horse archers running in now. There are still a few infantry guys left alive, but as you can see, mostly dead. There, guys. Oh, not in this spot, but over here, you see mostly dead Harad soldiers. So at least one on one of the fronts. I did have 2 Windblades, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on those. Oh yeah, that's right. I sent all my best cav over onto this flank over here, because I knew if I waited for the right moment, I could easily just get cav charges right behind all these dwarves with my really good cavalry. And just hope for, you know, a lot of kills. At this point in the game, there was no way I saw winning as a possibility. We were literally getting to the point where I was just running for my life against these dwarves who showed up at the last minute when I had no infantry left to hold. Them realizing that, they turn and move on towards the elven army to the right here. That's what's sneaking up on them. Even Master Blaster's got his guys back for a little bit. He's basically holding on just like me at this point, waiting for the right moment. Because all we have is cav left at this point, which I was hoping it would not come to. I do have a unit of bowmen firing, but... And then some of my infantry came back. Begin to charge these guys, so we'll times 2 that a bit. My infantry is somewhat, or my cavalry over here is moving, but only to feign retreating, basically. Kind of wish they had fixed their line a bit, but we got Rohan coming in for more charges on their archers over here. So I decide that it's time for me to start sending in some guys as well, because I'm not gonna let my teammate do all the cav charges and whatnot. We had to at least fight for our chance to win. Cavalry's finally coming back in too. Double cav charge with the wind blades just to take them out. Figured it'd be the easiest way, and then my cataphracts coming in. I really don't remember if I run any of them into stakes or not, but that's, oh, Rohan did, but that's like the saddest thing you can do is run straight into a thing of stakes. You just watch your cav die. I had a Helm's Deep siege where that happened. I knew the person was gonna go full cav rush while I was attacking in a 1v1. So I set up all my pikes right at the bottom of the hill, at the bottom of the gate. And he literally ran like a couple thousand horsemen into pikes and stakes that were sitting at the bottom waiting for him. It was the most funny thing I've ever seen. Now, I do have a little bit of infantry left, just kind of shooting at these guys that they're not paying attention to and waiting to kind of jump in there. At this point, the dwarves are basically surrounded, but that's when they do their best. It's when they're surrounded. These guys are insane. The shield guard there, it's very hard for us to get in there and hit them. I gotta keep mine back a bit still because I have no openings in order to get in there with him going in with his cav, so I try to like move over to the side a bit, hope that I can find a better spot. At this point, half of the troops are dead on the battlefield in total. Just getting cav rushes everywhere. At this point, it's kill or be killed for everybody. But I have a little agreement with Baconfish and Murrow to not attack them, so we can try to kill off the dwarves due to the fact that they're clearly the superior army on this front at the moment, because they can just hold forever even with small troops. But then I start finally getting some openings soon, and I'm able to send in my cataphracts again. I don't remember where I attack or like how this goes. My wind blades are moving into the side over there because I had no way of getting them into any of this from there with Rohan chilling here and doing their cav charges. It would have gotten too confusing to get both of us charging at the same time. Plus we still had all these elves to deal with and the dwarves. Which the dwarves are pretty much just done at this point. They have like 3 units left. Which is an odd turn because they were supposed to be the ones that did the best in this melee. Like, they piled up so much right here that it just became a bloodbath for cav charges. And there goes the last elven general. Now my wind blades are right over here, so they're about to be able to charge in on these guys. Pretty sure, yeah, I got all 3 of mine on this side, so they're able to run over here and just keep pounding this spot right here because I have nothing else to do but just send everything in. We'll ×2 speed this for a minute as we watch these dwarves just wreck these elves. Look, they just hold for so long. We'll have random cav charge from my wind blades, which kills yet another general. I guess that was the last elven general right there. And then I just start cycle charging this whole side right here because when you only have 3 cav left, what are you really gonna do? And then Rohan hits him from the side, and this becomes the death of the dwarves here. We were just surrounding them with cav and bowmen, and just hitting them with everything. They have a few pikes in there, but not enough to actually stop us. Pretty sure that was the dwarf general, but it very well could have been mine. But at this point, they're fighting to the death. They won't run away. And even if they did, we would catch them. So somehow this was like a crazy what the fuck cav win that honestly neither of us on our team expected. I was very happy with this victory because of that, but I was still pissed at him for bringing all cav and 1 archer unit. But in a 2v2v2v2, it is more of a convenient strategy, I suppose, because there are multiple teams that can split up or do anything or send teams out to go to kill other teams or like units to go kill other units while fighting somewhere else. So if you like plan for it, it's definitely useful, but a lot of people do not like full cav armies. I should also note that I don't really plan on doing a lot of field battles for videos. This just happens to be one that I've had in my like save file, and was really fun to play, and I remember playing this and was shocked that we ended up winning. It was a straight bloodfest for all my infantry. There's just bodies everywhere. Most of these are my troops, sadly, I believe. Got the Elven battlefield over here, just straight death. Bodies littering the ground, just everywhere. Gotta love some good carnage. Fucking Moomoo kill. Nothing but death. Around this time, we killed off the last of them and finally won. And that was that game, I believe. We were just chasing down the remaining guys running away because he wasn't going to admit defeat. Yeah. Overall, ended up winning with still 333 of my men left, but Bacon Fish and Murrow were definitely the MVPs in this one. Even though we won, it would not have been possible if they didn't actually manage to do that. The wind blades ended up getting like 150. Not a whole lot, but there's that one. Hope you enjoy, like and subscribe.